The cook was bringing food to his comrades, but he accidentally walked into the wrong camp. When the enemy soldiers pointed their guns at him and questioned him, he finally realized something was wrong. But he did not panic. Instead, he calmly lied and said he came on purpose to deliver food. The soldiers were unsure and quickly called their commander. The cook acted proud and claimed he was a messenger. He said he brought steamed buns to keep them from starving. Just as the soldiers were about to eat, the commander shouted for them to stop. He believed there must be a trick. Seeing that the commander did not fall for it, the cook quickly tried to persuade the soldiers. He said, "We all became soldiers just to get a full meal. There's no need to starve just because of orders." The soldiers started to waver. The commander pulled out his gun, but the cook still remained calm. He even reminded them of the rules of war, saying no one was allowed to shoot a messenger. As the standoff continued, some young soldiers began to swallow hard. The cook saw this and urged them to eat the buns. As soon as the soldiers grabbed the food, the cook pulled out a grenade. He told them to follow him back to his camp or die together. Hearing this, the soldiers started begging the commander to surrender. The commander saw no other choice and became a prisoner too. When the enemy commander heard the news, he was furious. He went into the yard and started chopping trees in anger. He just could not understand how his men were taken by a few buns. What he did not know was that the frontline soldiers had been starving from the long siege. They were so hungry they had begun fighting over army supplies. When the battle began, the commander who had surrendered the night before stood up and spoke through a loudspeaker. He told the enemy soldiers to come and eat meat buns. The soldiers, who had been hungry for more than 10 days, started to crawl toward him, but a senior officer grabbed one of them and began beating him hard. After the officer left, the wounded soldier cried in pain and despair. Even so, many soldiers still crawled out of their trenches and ran toward the buns. The angry enemy commander opened fire on them. One young soldier escaped and hid inside a shell crater, shaking in fear. The cook saw him and shouted for him to come eat a bun. The timid soldier looked around, afraid of being shot. The cook quickly pulled out 2 buns, then climbed out of the trench and crawled toward the young soldier. His teammates begged him to come back. The enemy commander ordered his men to shoot. The cook was hit and fell to the ground, but he still crawled forward, ignoring the pain. The young soldier could no longer hold back his emotions. He crawled quickly toward the cook. When the cook finally placed the buns into the soldier's hands, he died. He did all this because he had promised to bring them buns. The starving soldier was then shot and killed by his own commander.